Stop comparing your behind the scenes to someone else's highlight reel. Have you ever heard that phrase before? Even if you have and you've heard it so many times it's lost its meaning, I want you to sit with it for a minute. Your behind the scenes to someone else's highlights. Okay, behind the scenes. Think of your favorite movie and they're filming it. They pan the camera around behind the director, and what do you see? Extras, people walking around with headphones and clipboards, wires everywhere. It's chaos, right? That's what I mean. We all have some kind of chaos behind the scenes. I recently had a really sweet subscriber let me know that she was going to have to unsubscribe from my channel. She was very respectful about it, but it broke my heart. She was struggling with comparison, comparing her life to mine, and it just became toxic for her, so she felt like she needed to step away. And that's what I want to talk about in today's video. I want to talk about the trap of comparison. Hi everyone, it's Audrey, and for today's video, we will be doing something different. This is not a video that was scheduled or planned. It wasn't requested by my subscribers. It was something that was weighing on my heart, and I felt like we needed to talk about it. I feel like I'm pretty raw with you. If you scroll back in my videos, you'll see videos of me, when we lost the house in the house fire. I just recently posted a vlog where I'm crying to the camera. I'm just like breaking down in the middle of my day just from frustration and things. So I feel like I'm raw and honest, but I don't know, maybe not enough. Believe it or not, I also struggle with comparison. I've made so much improvement just in the last year. I grew up I won't get into my childhood too much, but needless to say, I grew up constantly comparing myself. I never saw any worth in myself at all. I didn't think I was funny, pretty, smart, lovable, none of the things. Everything I did from as far back as I can remember kindergarten, like comparing myself to other girls in my class. So everything I've done for as long as I can remember is just to prove my worth to people. And it sucks. It's a crappy place to be. I think it's, not a coincidence that during this time I also did not have a relationship with Jesus. I had a subscriber ask me, okay, if you don't struggle with comparison anymore, then what did you do to change it? And man, I sat with that question for a long time. What did I do? Well, the only thing I can think of is I grew my relationship with Jesus. I found my worth in him, not in myself. You see, before Jesus, I led a very performative life. I needed you to see that I was doing okay, I was successful, my marriage was good, my kids were well behaved, because that's how you value me. And that's what keeps me going. I led such a toxic life because of it. I didn't have parents that were like, overly building me up or curious about my day. I don't know. I just feel like I was missing something as a child. And as an adult, I realized it was Jesus. Whenever I start to compare myself now, because I do it. I do fall into that trap. We all do. Like, you might have social media to scroll. I have social media for a job. So I'm comparing myself, to creators, to their numbers, not necessarily their houses and stuff, but their numbers. And I stopped doing it. I don't look at numbers anymore at all. I really don't look at metrics too much. Maybe my own personally, just to gauge like where people are on, what they're feeling with my topics and my content, but I don't like watch other people's stuff and compare like, oh, I have friends in social media and they could post one simple video and get millions of views, and my videos don't get 8,000 views, But once I understood, I truly, truly, deeply in my heart understood that Jesus loved me for me and Jesus would always provide for me, it changed my life completely. I don't compare anymore. I don't see the value in it. I don't care if someone has more than me. I don't care if someone gets more attention than me. I don't care if someone seems like they're loved more than me, because we're not. We're all loved equally. And we're all special and unique in different ways. And we're all not perfect. And you need to know that as a Christian, that you are not perfect. None of us are. And that's great news, because that means that we get to lean into Jesus, because we need him. We need him to fill those gaps, to fill the void of our imperfectness. And Jesus is the only perfect one, right? He is the spotless lamb. And that is like a sigh of relief to know that. So that's my answer. How do you deal with comparison? You seek Jesus. You seek Jesus when you're frustrated. You seek Jesus when you're happy. You always seek Jesus. He is the answer. I wish I had steps for you, a manual for you. I don't. Just seek Jesus. I need you to know that you are enough. I need you to know that while my house looks nice, because it's new, right? Because I had to rebuild after my house fire, I want you to know that my square footage might be bigger than your square footage, but that doesn't matter. My floors might look newer and your floors might look older, but that doesn't matter. All right? Your value is not in those things. My house looks like it's in order on camera, because it is. It truly is. I mean, right now, I should show you my room. It's a little out of place, but this is my gift. God gave me this gift. I just have a knack for this thing. But just because my home is in order doesn't mean my life is. It doesn't mean I have my whole life figured out. I don't. I'm still struggling. Every day I'm struggling. And while you might look at me on camera and compare your home to mine, I might be looking at you and comparing my relationship with food to yours. I might be comparing my walk with Christ to yours. I might be comparing your compassion with mine. Like, we all have something that we're working on. You know, my house is big and beautiful, but I have a really big mortgage. You know, you might have a paid off house. So, like, we're all struggling with something. I don't want you to look at my life and think that it's perfect. I'm not going to post, you know, all the bad stuff, all the behind the scenes, because you come to me for guidance, for teaching. What a bummer would it be if you go to your teacher and all they're doing is bringing you down? That's a bummer, right? So I'm not always going to talk about the negative, but also because I'm not going to shine a light on the negative. You know, the enemy wants us to wallow in the negative, but I would never let him do that. I've really improved my anxiety and my stress a lot because I don't wallow in the worry. You know, it's a sin to worry. So it's just not something I'm going to do. I'm not going to give Satan the satisfaction. I hope that helped answer your questions. I hope this video wasn't worthless. I know that young lady or that woman is not watching this video, but I pray that she gets peace on her journey, because comparison is a crappy place to be. Comparison is the thief of joy, and we all know that. Wherever you are in the world, you are valued, you are loved, you are needed, you are perfectly imperfect, exactly as you're supposed to be. I love you. I'm so grateful you're here. I pray that you guys will stick with me, even though I look to be maybe more together than I am. I pray that you stick with me. I pray that the Lord grants me with the guidance to help you guys in your homes and your lives. And I love our community that we've created here together. I'm grateful that we can all be real with each other and we can lean on each other. We have such a great community that God has created here at Organized Chaos. So I love you all, and I will see you in Sunday's video.